Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, PM, folks. The man on Ray Short Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, time is flying fast. As you know, yesterday was Mother's Day, and for me, it's kind of touchy time because it's been a long time since I really celebrated Mother's Day. I did send a happy Mother's Day to my sisters, my two older sisters. I forgot to send one to my niece, my oldest niece. I'm sorry, Marlena. I apologize. I forgot to send you a happy Mother's Day because she is a mother. She has my oldest, great nephew. I forgot to send her. Remember next time. Sometimes I focus on my big sisters. So happy Mother's Day. Also to the real muscle mommies. You are a muscle mommy. You are a woman who is a mother by nature, mother by nurture. I wish you had a great Mother's Day. I hope you enjoyed the time with you and yours. Also, I want to shout out a happy belated birthday to ladies. A couple ladies have been a guest on my channel. The lovely Mrs. Sherry Piami. Her birthday was just last weekend. It was Friday, and then also the lovely Mrs. Gabby Morrison, better known as Gabby Vega. Her birthday was Saturday. So happy belated birthday to those two lovely ladies been guests on my channel. A shout to them. We hope we see them on the upcoming seasons. They both, as you know, are both going to appear at this year's Rising Phoenix. Shout out to them. And also, the Rising Phoenix got updated. It was updated just later on that week, last week, that we added another name. Patty Hansen is on the list. Ooh, that's big news. Patty Hansen. Patty actually, if you remember, Patty was a Rising Phoenix competitor. She competed back in 2020. That was her debut as a pro. She won Miss International that year. And we won Miss International, get the invite to the Rising Phoenix. So congratulations to Patty Hansen. So folks, I try to find something to talk about subject, every now and then, but this, let's have a little fun every now. So we just wrapped up the New York Pro. New York Pro is done. And congratulations to Paula Ranta. This is her second, women's physique world championship. She won, young lady, got to meet her when I was at Tampa, impressive. And she won the overall title at the New York Pro. Now she's qualified for this year New York Pro. Also, shout out to the other competitors there. Julia Gloves-Chiva, she was second. Susan Graham was third. I think who was fourth? It kind of slipped my fourth was I'll remember later. It was a good lineup. Some top competitors, and some of them are Olympians. Once or twice they've been to Olympia. So right here, sitting in the corner, here's my nephew, Alex. His day off today, so you get to hang out and play with the big boys. So let's see. Let's welcome Alex and thank him for his time.
I thank you. I managed to keep up with the contest on that day. Thanks to David. I got to watch the interviews. I got to hear the news, and boy, was I surprised. Paula really easily won. How many contests she took last year, and now she just easily won. Now she's Olympia bound. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she's a young lady who has really come a long way. She was originally in figure, and then in 2024, she made a debut in women's physique. She didn't get a qualification that year. She did at least about 6 or 7 shows. She was in, I think the closest she came was when she was in Imperial. That was her debut, where she, was up against a lady who interviewed Sandra. I'm going to say Sandra K. I hate to miss her last name. And, and then she popped in a few more shows. And eventually she did get a qualification. But shout out to my man, David. David, I appreciate I call him my brother because we're brothers of this sport of bodybuilding. We are guys who do content. We do interviews, reach out to ladies. It was a great opportunity for me to meet him when I went to Tampa last year. We hanged out a bit, drew me around some. I always want to give a shout out to him, And also we have another guest here. He was also there. He was at New York Pro. This time he got to see it because he actually went to the finals and get them didn't miss too much of the action. My man KL the Wanderer is here.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's
how
going
did it
Hey,
on?
go? How did it go? How was your experience at the contest?
Well, it was all right. I got to see. I miss women's physique. I seen a person that got awarded um for the women's physique, but I seen figure wellness bikini. Yeah, that's it. Fit model, of course.
Don't
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
it.
Don't say that in front of
Yeah,
me.
I forgot. I forgot how he is with that. Yeah,
he-
but yeah,
he's,
I'm indifferent to it. I don't hate it. I don't like it either. It's whatever.
I
it is
just
what it is.
I just don't like it.
It wasn't a lot of. I noticed. I noticed it wasn't a lot of people there. Like the past times I went, like in terms of it'd be crowded. Like if it was like women's bodybuilding and
So
stuff like that.
so you think like not having women bodybuilding there kind of affected a bit because I think there are fans who do like the bigger women. They do are a fan of women's bodybuilding as much as it
It
comes to other
it
divisions.
wasn't it wasn't like a lot because a lot of times like when they did had women's bodybuilding like it would be filled up. It wasn't like and if it was like and if it was done like people would get up and all that type of stuff. Well, not exactly with the men the bodybuilding, but it wasn't a lot of it wasn't a lot of people there like past the past times I went. Yeah, there's people that I didn't see that I seen like a couple of times. You know, I didn't see Michelle Brent and stuff. I because I seen her husband last year. You know, didn't see. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's Michelle Britt,
but
her
I
husband.
did stop by. Huh?
What? Yeah, Michelle Britt, her husband, Mr. Billy, who runs Britt
Yeah,
Spleens. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I didn't say nothing to him last year because I don't know. I ain't really had no connection with him like that. Then he was talking to other people too, so that's why I didn't really say anything. But I did see Winsome. I waved to her and stuff. I don't think she recognized me, but it's okay like that. But she was nice. She was waved at me and stuff. I was trying to see if I could talk to her, but I ain't feel like getting up from where I was sitting and stuff. But I was gonna see if I was gonna see her, but she was already gone. And then I stumbled across Yessie, the chick with the Wonder Woman outfit. Yeah, so yeah. I was sitting with her last year at the Mr. Universe. I thought about it. I didn't really recognize that was her till like I think like I was outside of the the place. And so, but yeah, I seen her again. So, she looked nice. I was like, hey, let me take a picture. And that was it. You know, that's all.
Yeah, that's nice spirits. We have here our man Josh Simpkins. He's here. Josh, Women's Bodybuilding Empire Nation. He is here.
Hi, Josh.
How's it going, Empire
Hey,
Nation?
what's up, man? Empire
Hey, how
You
you
Nation.
have fun at Hey, that's
Got me
right.
saying
You have fun at You have fun at New York Pro.
yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It was all right.
Nice.
Could have been
know,
more, but it was all right.
like I said, I feel like with the loss of women's bodybuilding, really, I think I was talking with David. He was talking about where certain guys be there, but they weren't there because the women's bodybuilding wasn't there. I think it's like this. It's like a carnival. When you bring in, no offense to them, the freaks, people come to see that, and then we don't have that. Then there's really not enough enthusiasm for them to come see it. You have the guys, but many of us are not as big fans of the guys. I respect who are they are, what they do, but I'm not a big fan. I pay attention to them, I'm aware of them. But with the women, especially women's bodybuilding, like was it back in I think we had the most numbers was I think we had one time we had 10 women 1 year, at least about 6 or 7. And we don't have any of those heavy hitters coming in. Like I was, to represent that division, it's not really, like like other than people like Winsome and Susan and maybe Paula and a couple others in women's physique. I mean, really, there's not a lot of enthusiasm for so much for the other divisions. You know. Anyway, as I said again, I want to give a shout out to my man David Bryan over Female Bottom Forum. He was there. He tagged me some stuff here and there. Before we start talking about what we're going to talk about, which is the Pittsburgh Pro, he did some interviews. He got a tag down, especially some of his favorites. Most definitely his number one girl here is Susan with Christine Salias, I think that's the name is, and impressive lady, both of them.
Susan Wildfactor Matheson and Susan,
yeah, both of the ladies are women of maturity, great muscle development. Susan took third at the show. Surprisingly, but I think there's some issues she has. Maybe that's the reason why she didn't do as well. And also, David got to even to speak, and you take a picture with first runner-up, Yulia Glashcheva. And Yulia looked amazing. I mean, I didn't watch the show because my stance is if you don't have women's bodybuilding show, I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to watch your show because if you were a promoter that had it before and you decided to drop it from your lineup, I'm not watching. There's going to be a couple of shows coming up that I'm not watching. Save me a few money in my pocket because I'm saving for a trip. And you look pretty good. I mean, it was really a battle between her and Paula for the.
They was battling it out this past Saturday.
And then he also got to meet this young lady here, Julia. It's Sherad, and she's from Germany. And she made an announcement while she's talking with David. So we played the interview she did with David.
Hey, this is David with FBB Forum, and I'm really pleased to get a chance to see the beautiful IFBB Pro Women's Physique competitor Julia Schrader,
yes.
From Germany.
Yes.
And she's here at the New York Pro, and she looks really fantastic, really
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
Yeah, how's the show been going for you so far?
Yeah, it's good. The pre-judging is over, and I was in the first call-out, so I think it's very good for today. There's a big, different good athletes next to me, and so I think it would be maybe the third or fourth place. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you really look
strong
great.
lineup. So
It is very strong lineup, but you really held your own up there. You look beautiful.
Yeah.
You said you're actually going to do a little darker tan.
Yes, I was a little bit too light at the pre-judging, and now we took some other tanning on my skin. So I hope it will look a little bit better in the finals. So maybe I can push a little bit forward, but I don't know.
Oh wow, you look amazing, Julia. You really do. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So when was the last time you competed?
The last time I competed was 2 years ago in Alicante.
Oh, yeah.
This was my first pro year. So 2 years ago, first pro show was also here in New York. I did the second place, and then Alicante third place. And now, after 1 year break, I compete here again.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you planning more U.S. shows?
Yes. Next week I compete at the Pittsburgh Pro, and 1 week later is the Optimum Pro in Shreveport.
Okay.
And then we will see what is necessary to do.
I'll see you at Shreveport, so I'm excited to see you again.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you. That's terrific.
Cool.
How do you like the U.S.? Have you visited U.S. before?
Just 2 years ago at the New York Pro also, and then see a little bit the city, but not so many other cities before. Now it's the first time to stay a little bit longer here. So we stay 5 weeks here.
Oh, great. That's terrific. So you get to see U.S. that way.
Yes.
And there's one thing that's interesting is there's a lot of Germans here.
It's true today. Yeah, that's true. But it's a very great show. So I like it here. So why not? And especially for the women's physique. Yeah, I'm the only one from Germany, but you don't have as many shows in women's physique. So you have to come to USA. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
In Europe, you only have the M-Pro, and maybe I don't know something. Yeah, the European show in Germany.
Yeah.
In September, but I think that's all.
Not very many.
Yeah.
Well, you look fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Would you mind doing some poses for me too?
Sure.
Thank you. And I'll back up a little bit. But you look amazing, Julia. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Great. Oh yeah, awesome. Beautiful. That tricep is amazing. I was really impressed with that. Your chest, wow. Beautiful, wow. Man, that back is amazing. Nice. Beautiful. Wow. I have, oh yeah, most muscular. I have one special request. Can you do a lat spread too?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Wow, Julia. That's excellent. You look for fantastic. I can't even talk.
Thank you so much.
I mean, she was very impressive. I mean,
Mhm.
she hit a pretty good lat spread.
That was a pretty good last spread.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good. I gotta
glad.
give it to her.
Yeah, too
Mhm,
bad I
mhm.
missed her. So
Yeah, but she made her announcement that she is doing the Pittsburgh Pro, and it's called the Pittsburgh Power and Fitness, which is a big fest. It used to be just one day, now it's 2 days. And the first day I think is going to be the they're going to do the amateurs, which is for natural competitors, get your pro card, and I think the end of the day, I think the last day is going to be the pros. They did post here, and I saw this, and they some ladies that already throw their hats in. Now they have not officially put out the names just yet. We have these 6 names here right now. They already say they're committed to this show. The first lady is Paula Ranta. As you know, Paula's already qualified for the Olympia. She's coming in here. Next up is Julia Gargachiva, and Julia, she's doing this show. Next up is Marika Jones, and Marika, this is gonna be, last time I saw Marika, she was doing some guest posing in St. Louis. Yoon Kim, who also did New York this past weekend. Sophie Quare, if I got a name wrong, I apologize. And she competed a while back, but not too often. I think I haven't seen her compete in a couple of years. And Julia, she's also on that list. So, but right now we have not got the official list yet. So, gentlemen, if there's anybody particularly you're looking forward to see, who would it be? Like if you're gonna watch the show, because I'm not gonna watch it, because again, I do not support promoters, I do not support women's bodybuilding. If you're gonna watch the show, who would you like to see make this list, or who you see that you want to see on this list?
Zama Benta. She needs to throw her name up in there in the mix. I would love to see her go against Palaranta.
Well, Zama, that's a good name because but thing I know she's already qualified to Olympia. She looks like, from what I'm seeing from the videos, like she could be ready now.
Man, she's cooking already from what I saw.
Yeah, and just the Pittsburgh Pro is one of the top prestigious shows. I mean, it's a top tier show, which means that
It is.
yeah. Because here's the thing is with the point system, the shows that affects the new point system is shows divisions like men's physique, men's classic, bikini, and wellness, because it's have so many numbers. If you win any other show that's not a top tier show like New York or Arnold or this show, you have to do 3 or more shows to get Olympic qualification. If you win this show, it's an automatically buy for those divisions. But for all the others, it's just business as usual. So anybody else has a name they like to drop?
Anybody?
It's honestly,
I don't know if I'm watching the show. I don't. Not thinking about it. No disrespect, but I'm not disrespect.
Blanca, no, I think she's already has plans. Blanca, I think.
Yeah.
Talk about keeping Muscle Barbie.
Yeah, Blanca Rodriguez. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to do Arizona, if not Texas. Those are a lot closer to her. We got here somebody in the comment section. My man Jay Hughes says, "Welcome in, Alex." So yeah, thanks, Jay Hughes. Yeah. So anyway, I want to, like I said, I want to give shout out to some of those ladies who were doing the show, particularly a lady who I'm a fan of. She's been a guest on my channel. That is, it's definitely, Marika Jones. Now, Marika, amazing lady. I call her the Iron Woman.
Yeah.
And she has done something astonishing. As you know, she was the last Women's League champion for the St. Louis Pro, where she gets a guest posing, and she looked really good. She's a mother, impressive lady. I'm hoping she does well this show because I remember she did New York back in 2024, and I think she was in the top 5 of that show. But Marika, is a very intelligent lady. She's a business-minded woman. She she's really into bodybuilding. She really, likes what she has gained from it, out of respect and the support of it. Like I said again, I'm a fan of Marika. I think she's she's a beautiful woman. Here she is here.
Hey guys, so I normally don't do this. I'm stepping outside of my box here a little bit. As you see, I'm sitting in the sauna. I just finished an hour's worth of cardio. I am sweating, but I want to come on here because I'm applying to be a athlete for dark sport. Now, normally this is out of my comfort zone. Not because I feel like I'm too good to do any of these videos or anything like that. It's just so many people and such a well-known brand that, it's a little bit intimidating a little bit to come on and make these videos. But I'm applying to represent dark sport. Something that resonates with me with dark sport is the ability to overcome just hard things. And some of the things that people have had to overcome that are part of dark sport is not as, is a little bit more severe than things that I've had to overcome. But in this world, I just turned 40, a single parent. Something recently happened to me that made me feel like it's okay to step out my comfort zone a little bit, try different things. But a decision was made for me in my career. I had been with a company for 7 years that, I was dispensable. And we know this, right? But also, it put me in fight or flight. Put me in fight or flight mode because I am a parent of a high school, soon-to-be senior. Things are happening. The job market is unknown. But also what it put me in a mindset of, and this is something that I think about all the time, is controlling the things that you can control. And right now, what I can control is my consistency, my body. I step in that gym day in and day out by myself and get my workouts done, get my cardio done, and do what's necessary. So with so much out of our control, the main thing that I can control is my body and the consistency I take with me in my bodybuilding world. We've all had injuries. Those who have been following me for a while know that I ruptured my Achilles in 2020 prior to becoming an IFBB pro. Came back, became an IFBB pro, and have been competing since. So for me, just being able to overcome and feel like you are in a dark spot and even feeling like there is not a glimpse of light happening right now, the things that I can control is showing up every day, putting one foot in front of the other, and showing my daughter that it's important to keep your head held high and not fall into the darkness that you feel, even when it feels overwhelming. You know what I mean? So being a part of dark sport and being a wolf and being able to represent a brand that represents being able to come out of those dark spots is super important to me. And hey guys,
Well, that's really, I really appreciate her sharing that about what she went through. She's an amazing lady. She's been on my channel at least a couple of times. She really is dedicated to being a mother, a friend, representing bodybuilding history with her daughter, and she's an athlete herself. She's also, her daughter helps with her recordings, doing her workout, her training, and that's good to have a relationship, with your mother. Like I said, what a child's best friend, especially when you get older, is going to be a mom, because that's the first woman you really learn about life from. You learn things that you need to learn from your father, if you have a father in your life. But for a woman, you learn the basics. So, I wish you all the best of luck. So, just saw, I was checking that the list has dropped. And boy,
Okay, I'm looking on my tablet right now. So
I'm kind of surprised because I was hoping maybe it's me. I thought we might get because the show that I thought that what they had on the Pittsburgh IG was just maybe just the names that were confirmed to be coming to the show, but the list is official. Figure has quite a few numbers, some familiar names. Natalia Sotero from Mexico, who won the Triple O earlier just last month. Jim Cassell doing her this is going to be her 5th show. Vanessa Habel, who also competed in New York. Couple of ladies. Oh, Brittany Pitts. Shout out to Brittany Pitts, aka Brittany Hardbody, or Brittany. I interviewed her a while back.
Brittany Hardbody, let's go.
Yes, I interviewed Brittany a while back, so this is going to be her pro debut. She
All
just
right.
turned pro 2 months ago. Schwarzenegger Classic. I mean, that is exciting. But then, gentlemen, this is the list for women's physique.
We have 6.
6. That's half from last year.
Are you serious? There was more last year than wow.
And
how ironic. Rising Phoenix had lesser bodybuilders. Now we got more than. Now they just cut the physique in half. That's really
Here's the thing. I wouldn't say this was some ladies who didn't throw their hats in because I think it was the fear of Natalia Cuejo throwing her hat at this show. That could be it. Because she has done this show almost consecutively ever since she's been competing. And Natalia's not in this show. But we do have Paula Ranta and Julia Glasachiva. So, and also Julia Glasachiva and Julia Sherrod. So those look like they're going to be the top 3. Marika's in this. Young Kim, and the other 2 ladies. The other lady who I mentioned. But I'm surprised that we didn't get some more heavy hitters. I mean, we had some ladies coming here that was. It's like, one person I'm surprised not in this is Jess. Her name is Justine Albert, who she lives in Pittsburgh. But my guess she's decided not to do the show this year. She's a competitor out of Pittsburgh. So that is a surpriser that we, it goes back. Is it because of the fact that there was a possibility that Teddy's show that might have scared someone off from it doing it, or is it just that someone feel like there's some more shows to jump onto? But this is a top tier show. This is
this is
really like everything.
What did I say?
I said, this is a top tier show. I thought there was gonna be more names myself.
Because Sharon Hinton competed there last year. Rachel Daniels.
There were some heavy hitters last year.
Yeah,
Rachel Daniels, and who else was there?
Barbara Mojon.
Again, Robin Hills.
I don't think Robin Mays was there. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, there was quite a few bodies. At least I would say close to 15. And this is just barely half. So, people talk about how women's physique.
Amanda was there too.
Who, Amanda?
Machado.
Amanda Machado. Yeah, she was there too.
Yeah, she was there too because she did New York, and then she did. I think she did that show right after New York. So, what's going on? That is because when I saw the thing on the Pittsburgh thing, I think, okay, I thought it was ladies who just say they threw their hats in, and that's the ones that they got the names already. But as this show ran by the Mannion family. It's J.M. Mannion's show, and he's the promoter. He promotes the show. So my guess, this is it. What's going on?
I have no clue, my man. What was I have to answer?
I'm just kind of even though I don't care to see his show because again, this promoter does not care for women's bodybuilding. When he doesn't support it. I know Jim Mannion is not a fan of women's bodybuilding. He has not been. When he was working for the Weeders, when Wheelers had control and running the IFBB, Jordan was not a big fan of women's bodybuilding. He still supported it because but with this it's going to be crazy. I mean, it's really. I feel like I said again. I feel like it's going to be between Yulia and most definitely Paula.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rematch between Yulia and Paula. So I'm calling it right now.
Yeah. Question is, you think that it's going to be like a repeat for compared to New York, or it's just going to be? You think we might get another champion? Because that's one thing. You coming in here, you might.
I'm gonna say they're gonna make them go. They're gonna make them go 1-on-1 again and see who has the better physique. Then it's gonna wind up being probably Paula, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Paula because Paula's young. She really has grown since she made the switch from figure to WPD. Very impressive young lady. If you follow her, she really has evolved ever since she became a pro. I'm not here on her IG, where she is. This is like I think after. What's it?
I said she seems like she puts in the work 24/7 every day. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Here she is right after. I think it was right after prejudging, and
How do you feel after prejudging?
Absolutely fucking good.
Waiting for the finals.
Yep, I'm gonna show you. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, like I said, again, she's a young competitor. She has really evolved. This is from the call-outs. This is like the top 2 call-outs. And I probably felt like I was going to go closer to Yulia, maybe because she had a little more muscle density. But then if you look at Paula, especially from the back.
Yeah, that would want it for her.
Yeah, that's wonderful because I think she has a little bit more width. She has a little more density. I mean, that's the advantage of youth. Like I said, she's still in her 20s. I think she's just going to be 27 this year.
That's probably just going to be Marika Jones 3rd and Julia Charday 4th, probably. I'm just guessing.
I can see it that way. Marika's a very impressive lady. But this is, like I said, circumstances. Here she is.
Paula Cuenca. Congratulations, Paula. She has out.
I mean, came in there, I think a lot of people looking at her as probably one of the top competitors. Again, impressive young lady. She has a great future in this sport. When she cracked the top 10 at the Olympia,
That truly depends.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think she will.
yeah, because I think she was 9th last year. So could she get a higher up to the top 5? That's a debate about her. But again, this was a surpriser that only 6 ladies put in their hats for this show. And this is a top tier show. You would think you have more bodies.
Yeah, because I sent you something the other day. You was like, that's not a complete list. So I took it down. I was like, then here we are, same list.
Yeah, because I thought what it was like just the names that they said that they got non-committed, because sometimes some ladies don't put their names into, like, you kept it up, but to me, I just said that wasn't all just yet. Because
cards subject to change, so
yeah, because you never know when you might have a few more ladies. Because I think they usually stop by after, I think what was so much. It's like that Sunday is when everything's finalized.
Yeah,
and my guess they already had everything wrapped up. One person I thought might do this show, and I follow her, is Brooke Walker. Brooke.
She does a guest pose.
Yeah, she get a guest pose at the St. Louis Pro just about
Yeah, I seen you post that.
a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, and she looks really good. I mean, question is,
Look
you
like she can
know,
go right now.
yeah, I think with Brooke, she likes doing the shows in the Midwest. That shows like Shreveport and maybe Omaha, especially Omaha. It's being ran by Jack Tatone, and she works for. So she does a lot of interviews and backstage stuff for the Tatone promotion. So Brooke, to me, honestly, I think she fits. To me, I think she looks more like what the aesthetic of women's physique. People say that Natalia and Sarah, those two, but Brooke, to me, I don't know. She has a great look to her, great lines. She has a very feminine, pleasing look to her. She has that girl next door look to her. She, I feel like she could be, depending because last year she was very, she was going to compete, but then she stepped out because of personal reasons. But like I said,
Wow.
she has a great physique on her. She's been competing for quite a long time. She's been a top Olympic competitor. And this is, I think, most definitely you want to see. A champion has great aesthetics. Great pleasing look to her. Not too much controversy compared to a former champ. Right now, as she's going around and making accusations. Again, Brooke, she's one of those ladies I was hoping to see at this show. But then I was really surprised that the current figure champion is not throwing her hat in this show. I was surprised when I didn't see Natalia doing this show. And I think that was probably one of the reasons why I felt like a lot of ladies didn't want to do this show, because they felt like Natalia's going to be here. And
Say figure champ, you mean physique champ?
They said to Natalia.
yeah, she's done the show multiple times. She even the year that when Sarah put up the money for it back in 2020, it was 2020, 2020. It was I think 2022 when that was the year that Natalia, just months before Natalia won the title away from Sarah. Sarah put up the prize money for the Pittsburgh Pro that year, and Sarah, won her prize money and then turned around and won her title.
Yeah, but Champ's occupied right now. She's doing like movie premieres and winning awards at the Iron Awards.
I think it was an event in Brazil.
And putting in work, as you can see.
Yeah, it was an event in Brazil where she was there. She hung out. When she got, I think she got awarded. So was Lavinia Barros. As you know, in a few months, we're gonna be having women's bodybuilding in Brazil. Also, I saw this. Shout out to my man David. He sent me this doing if you know, one lady who I follow is Farrah Faulkner, and Farrah. Let's see, sir. Should be. Let's see if I can find her. Yeah, there you go. Farrah. She made the switch from women's physique. She did the show in Mexico, and she has put it on here that this is something here. Women's bodybuilding division was just added to the Mexican City show. Last year, 2025, Mexico City was my last women's physique competition. It looks like I may have to step back on the stage in women's bodybuilding this season. This is some great news because,
all right.
It's the Mexico Pro. That was a new show that was added last year to the lineup. And now we just picked up another show for women's bodybuilding. Grit, that's good.
Hey,
There's two shows.
Mhm.
There's two shows south of the border. That's Mexico and Brazil. Ladies, I'm gonna give you some advice. The American dollar go farther in south of the border than it does outside of Canada and Europe because it doubles. You can go to Mexico and you can take $1,000, and that goes higher. You can do some stuff. The flight will cost you something, but you get there, everything's going to be cheaper. So I would say if you have a passport, get it. If you don't have one, get one. This is an opportunity for it. Shout out to, this is from a man here, James Henry says, St. Louis, I got an older cousin in St. Louis. Cool. Also, this is from a man, Ken. He said, hello, everyone. What did I miss? Oh, not much, brother. We're talking about some things going on. And also, he says this, it seems the list is out. Yes, it's out, Ken. We only have 6 days of women's physique. 6. Compared to it was like 14 or 15 last year for women's physique at the Pittsburgh Pro. So some ladies, my guess, right after New York, decided not to do the show. Some probably it's expensive to compete. Even if you are here in the States, you got to go across the other side of the country or the side of the world to get to certain shows. So you got to find ways, maybe to stack your chips later on. But also, again, I want to shout my man David. I really appreciate him. He was tagging me some stuff here. I got to always give a shout out to him because he's my brother. I love he's my brother. But again, David, we got to talk about the situation with my girl. I keep telling you, don't push up on her, man. I love you, but you keep pushing my girl. But but he did take some pictures and got little interviews. One of these ladies, my man KL got to meet when he was at New York. That is, her name is Yasea, I believe, and she beats the figure. And here she is with one lady who were in the top 5 at the New York Pro. I mean, she's a young lady. I mean, you get to talk to her a little bit, KL.
Yeah, a little bit. I told her that I had a channel and stuff, and I'd like to interview her. Because I told you I seen her last year. I was sitting next to her, and she told me that she was in bikini and then moved to figure, but I didn't realize it was her. When, what I'm saying, like when I seen her. So I think I was going to the bathroom and then I seen people taking pictures, and that's when I approached her. I was like, hey, can I get a picture of you? And then she helped me. She gave me a picture and stuff. So
well, she's like I said, she's an impressive young lady, impressive physique. I believe this was her pro debut. I think she turned pro at the Nationals last year. And she said she was doing bikini, switch over to figure. She has a great look to her, very attractive, nice physique. Potential.
Yeah, that older woman too kind of drew me in to talk to her.
Yeah, yeah. Other things draw me in to talk to her too. She had the one woman hat on.
Her husband was there, so I was like, I had to be nice. No, he seen me talking to her. I shook his hand and stuff, so wasn't no big deal.
Yeah, it's always the fine one got a man. It just can't be.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's snatching up all the good women. Yeah, I know we don't have a chance, but we'd like to think we do. But she's an impressive young lady. I hope we see more of her in the future. I think they reached out to me because I think you got to talk to her. And I think maybe you might be setting up an interview with her in the future. You never know, David.
Yeah.
That's my brother. He's growing. His channel is hit over 30,000. Also, he got to see his favorite person of all time, and that is Susan.
Yeah, I've been seeing her
Susan, Wild
all
Spectrum Memphis.
weekend with the picture. After a while, I was getting tired of seeing her, man. My mom just getting watery. I had to just scroll, man. I couldn't do it, man. Dave was torturing you with the videos and stuff, man. Like Jesus.
Well, like I said, Susan's an impressive lady. I mean, one thing I'm looking at is like from this for the back, her glutes is not as tied into her hamstrings. I think that's one thing that kind of hurt her. Everything's pretty good. Her strongest suit is always going to be her abs. She has great abdominals.
Yeah, that's her strong
What
suit.
place she was in? Cause I missed it.
She was third.
She was third. Oh, okay.
She was third.
Yep.
And, me and David argued saying, my girl is going to come in here and say, well, man, your girl might have some competition. Also, he got to do an interview with Yulia Glavashcheva.
FBB Forum, and I'm very pleased to welcome the amazing Julia Glazacheva.
Yes.
Is that close? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and her
right.
coach, Raphael Zimmerman. And Raphael is from Germany and Julia is from Russia.
Yes.
And they are here because Julia's competing at Women's Physique Pro at the New York Pro. We're right here.
Yes.
We're getting ready to set up over here. So, yeah.
First time I'm here.
First time here, really?
Yes,
Oh, very
yes.
cool. Yeah, you look amazing in the pictures and videos I've seen.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, and I was curious in terms of this is your first show of the year too, right?
Yes.
Because it's the first physique show of 2026.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
exciting. Yeah,
Absolutely.
and have you competed? You've competed at the Olympia, I know.
Yeah.
How about
Last year. Last year.
last year? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about other places in the U.S.?
She didn't she didn't compete last year in the US.
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No, only for the Olympia. She qualified in Portugal.
Okay.
Got second at the M Pro, and this year is the US tour.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you have other U.S. stops planned for later this year?
Yeah, we do Pittsburgh next week,
Oh,
of course.
After, I think, after the result, I think maybe stay here in next competition. Maybe.
Terrific.
There are some in the next 4 and 5 weeks.
Okay.
The Optimum, the Omaha. We will see, but yeah, depends on how it goes tomorrow. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see how you do. Yeah. I'll be at the Optimum, so maybe I'll see you down there too.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that'd be great. In terms of how long have you been working with Julia as a coach?
We started 6 months ago now. So she had a bit rest after the Olympia, and then we started working together in kind of like November. Yes.
Terrific. Yeah.
December starting prepared for competition.
Yeah, we had a very short off season to improve, but we managed to improve even while dieting.
1 month. I'm only question answer. I'm meeting. Yes, meeting Rafael.
We get to know.
Yes, I have idea. I have competition list. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 month. Yes, 1 month. Only. More things, communication. After 1 month, starting prepare.
Terrific.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, you look
December.
You look beautiful. You look really
Thank you.
incredible. Yeah, and I can see the improvements you've made since you started working with Raphael. So, yeah.
She's 10 pounds heavier now
10 pounds
than the Olympia. Yes. So
Really?
this is about 4 kg. Yes. And like she said, she figured out a couple shows, what is doable, what we can do. And then she decided that she wants to do the New York Pro, and I said yes, of course. First show of the year, the prestigious New York Pro. We are in for that.
Yeah.
And right after that, Pittsburgh, of course. So yeah, and then it started. So we more or less directly jumped into prep. Yes.
More improve. Yes.
Yeah, that's terrific. I'm
Yes,
excited
because
for you.
this now for me new weight, but I feel my body so nice this weight. Yes.
Oh, you
Yes,
really look great.
yes.
I've seen a big improvement.
See tomorrow.
I know. I'm
Yes.
excited to see it. Yeah, get the tan and the glam and everything.
Yeah.
And then it starts. Yes, yeah. Then it
Yeah.
starts.
That's exciting, and this is
Yeah.
such a prestigious show too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
that's exciting. No, very cool. That's exciting. Yeah. Do you think you might compete in Europe this year too, maybe? Or
Sorry, it's here. I'm close Europe because not open my visa Europe. I try before 2 months ago. It's not open.
Yeah, because of
I'm sorry.
visa issues with Russia.
Yes, because I'm planning Portugal. I'm planning Spain Pro. It's very, very important for me. It's a very, very big emotion for me. Last year, it's a very nice year because I'm winner at Portugal Pro. It's for me, I don't know. It's
all the promoters
super.
over there,
Yes.
everyone. It's like
Yes.
a big family with Emilio, and so
Yeah.
so yeah, it's sad, but
More people see me. More people tell me, Julia, come Portugal. You coming or no? But no, sorry.
Oh no, I think
No,
that,
no Europe.
Oh no, I understand. And U.S. strategy is good. I think coming to U.S.
Yes,
and
yes,
competing
yes.
here is a good idea. I think, yeah. And that was great though because it was your first Olympia last year. So, and you look great there too. I really enjoyed seeing you at the Olympia.
Thank you. I see you.
Yeah. Oh, I saw you at the meet and greet. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's very cool. Well, it was really nice meeting you. Like I said, I just wanted to do a brief interview. And any shout outs you'd like to do or anybody you'd like to mention?
no, we're just us and our team and everyone who supports us along the way. Of course, we appreciate this, and yeah, we're coming here for the win, nothing else. We are pretty confident, and we will see how it goes tomorrow, but we're looking forward to this one.
That's great. Yeah, you have the beauty and the muscularity. You have great overall look. So you're going to do great tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to David. Got a chance to interview the lovely
Nice.
Yulia. I mean, her English is pretty decent, especially for Russian. Her coach Raphael, he's been busy. He has a stable.
Oh yeah.
You catch Rapperman Zimmerman. Yulia, this is from her back from the New York Pro. Very impressive. I mean, maybe just a little more width. Maybe a little more conditioning in the glutes. It might help her out some. She has,
And that
this
will help.
show in Pittsburgh, maybe not enough time, but maybe enough time for. Also, he's coached Lena Becca. And Lena's one of his clients. And she's really, I think, a most recent picture. We're not certain what show Lena is going to be doing this year. She did Triple O. And I remember the last year when she did Triple O, she did the Van Al show, but the Van Al show does not carry any of the pro divisions anymore. It's possibly we might see might see Lena at Toronto, the Super
Probably
Show.
Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bet. And
Because she's cooking right now, as you can see.
Yeah, but like I said, Yulia's a impressive lady. I mean, she was 10 pounds from last year when she did the Olympia. I mean, 10 pounds is a big difference. I mean, she has a great look to her. She's very another example of a woman has a great aesthetically pleasing look. Very feminine. What is it about these Russian chicks? Either you're mass monsters or you can be just like a femme fatale. They kind of walk this fine line.
Oh yeah, great posing routine.
Yeah, but she's really has come a long way. Here's also this is another with Lena. Lena is really coming in pretty good. And this is like the peak week of Yulia. And I felt like Yulia was going to win this show. She has great aesthetics. But again, I'm not a judge. I'm a fan. And what I see is not the same with what they see. Many of them have expertise going to shows, competitions, understanding the factors and aesthetics of division. And I'm just a guy who just who's a fan of buff chicks. Yeah. So, but shout out to my man David. It was a busy show for him.
Oh yeah, he was busy this past weekend. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he got to do some. I think he got to make some connections. Yeah, got to make some connections. He just sent me a little message because he asked me. I was on the phone. If I saw the list, yeah, I saw the list, and and this is, if I remember last year, it has some deep numbers
compared to 14 last year compared to 6 this year. Ooh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, could this, like, again, how it's going to affect the long run? We got here some comments. Here, shout out to my man Rolando G in the house. Says, "Hey you all, hey George, hey Rolando." My man Rolando says, "Yes, she looks great. Thank you, Rolando." We got here a man Ken. He says, "Such a letdown that people don't show up for Pittsburgh despite the prize money being more lucrative than New York." But I think Pittsburgh, I think it's 10,000, 20,000, because I know it's a good chunk of change compared to any other show, because it's a top tier show. Shout out to my man here. He says, "Yeah, that's why I gave up on these women, but still like them. Impressive." Yeah, that's all right. And also he says this, my man Rolando says, I will have to come on out to New York Pro seriously soon. Yeah, you should, brother. You're not like you got no woman, you got no kids. Just jump on a plane and go check it out. Also, this is from man Rolando says, "Julia Glavachiva, I have seen her physique. She looks fantastic." Yeah. And this is from my man Ken. He says this. He says, "Yeah, but Paula had that shredded back than usual. It was extraordinary. How did she not take a break? Because she's young, man. Paula's not.
I don't see how she does
30.
it.
She's not even 30 yet. She's just. I think she's gonna be 27 this year. When I got to see her,
I don't think she's even going to be 27. I think she's younger than that, my man. It's like 25 or something like that.
She's. I remember when she. Remember when she made the switch over from.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, from figure to WPD, she was in her early 20s, and when she made her debut, she was 24. Church probably 24 to about 2025. She's already 25. I think she's 26 this year. She might be turning 27. She might be 26 now, but about to be 27. So again, I keep saying this. Like Alex, he's a young kid. He's not in his 20s anymore, but still he's a young kid in my mindset, because I'm gonna be 52 in November. He's still wet behind the ears and breath smell like Similac. We got here. Shout out to my man here. Emerald said, "Is there a calendar timetable that lists out the shows for the whole year in terms of where they will be taking place? I would like to go put, but I don't know where and when they will take place." Well, this is what you do, brother. And all you got to do is you can just go back on this. NPC News have on their page, they show the list, and all you got to do, I'm gonna put it in here in the is the competition is for the Pittsburgh. And all you got to do, we go to the Pittsburgh list, you go look into the section where it says show schedule. You can clock it back. If you're looking for it, they'll show you all the shows by the divisions. They show all the divisions by the shows, and you pick which one. If you're like women's bodybuilding, you can see that list and see what women's bodybuilding going to be. Most of the shows, many of the shows share the same shows, but few have their own shows. Some will be pieces here and there. Just pick the shows you want to go to. The list has been out for a while, and the schedule is set. It might have some changes, but I think if I go back into the schedule And if I'm as you know, that Farrah Faulkner mentioned, just go to hit the pro schedule and schedule, and show all the lists of the divisions, and you pick the division you want to check out. And if I see, yes, it is confirmed, October the 4th, right after the Olympia, which is September, that they have added women's bodybuilding to that show, to the Mexico Pro, October the 4th. So get your paper out, ladies and gentlemen. October the 4th is just for you ladies.
Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a great show.
That's just pretty much just about a week after the Olympia. So you ladies who did the Olympia, if you're still in the States, if you can still stay in the States, if you're in the area, do this show. If you have, I would keep telling you, if you have a passport, get one. Get your passport. If you don't have it, get one. Because we need Women Bodybuilder Show. This is the only show for October. And I know I might send this to, what? I might send this to Lisa Apodaca. She's Mexican. So maybe she might be interested. Yeah. I mean, she's doing Arizona Pro, and she's maybe she still do the Steve Carr show, but there's a lot of ladies live in Texas. In Texas, do this show. I mean, this is I'm going to post something on my IG later, and this is a big excitement. So going back, I want to give a shout out to my man David as always. This is from shout out to here it is. This is from my man says, Emerald, I hear you. I need a list as well when the show will be happening. Thank you, George. No problem. This is from a man here. Shout out to a man Ken. He lived via IG. Who's that? Sophie. I don't know. See, let me check her out.
Sophia. Okay.
Qatar. I think I've seen her before. She hadn't done too many shows of late. I'll check it out. Give me a moment, brother. Let me click on her IG and I'll check it out. We got some more comments here. Shout out to my man here. Rolando G says, George, I need that list too. I'll check it for which shows we're coming up. All right, thank you. Also, this from a man said this girl is debuting WPD, looks good too. Well, it's not her debut. She's competed before. I've posted about her before. She's not her debut. It's just she hasn't been too active lately. Also he says this. He says she got her pro card from Vancouver. Yeah, okay, So that was, I think she got it probably at the not Van Isle. So she probably got it at the Vancouver Pro, yeah, because there's the Vancouver Pro and the Vancouver Island show. So she probably got the Vancouver Pro. That used to be a pro qualifier. Shout out to man Ken. Salute to you too, Rolando. Also, shout out to my man Rolando G says, hey George, really I like Chelsea Dion. I hope you will have her. I know you didn't the past with Female Bodybuilding Channel. Yeah, we did a little thing, but I'm not her cup of tea. I'm like this. I'm not gonna waste time chasing after somebody who I know I'm not their cup of tea. So that's why if she ever wants to come on, good. If not, then I'm not chasing after her. I know you guys want me to.
She's very well. She's taking it easy this year, or probably is she taking a break this year, or she just
Well, I think she might be prepping because they started the whole women's bodybuilding chat group, and she's the one who started it, and she's the one who's really been doing a lot of talking, putting things together, setting it up. she's been pushing to try to get women's bodybuilding a little bit more recognition, respect. Shout out to Chelsea. Like again, my personal experience is different from yours, man. I'm always say that. I know she's really cool with you, but I know I'm not her cup of tea, so I'm not going to argue with that. We're gonna put up here Sophie Quarter. I think I've actually she's been competing before because I've seen some stuff on her. I've seen actually. I remember every so often when I do my when we have shows, we have the show list out. I put up the I put out the list and I put the competitors in. But like again, this was like kind of a for Pittsburgh to be this low, it's probably disappointing. But we'll put up Sophia, and she looks impressive. I mean,
okay,
to me, I think if she can come in fifth, that's good. She's if you look at now, to me, this is what the standard of figure should be. I mean, not figure, physique.
Figure physique.
Yeah, sorry, because she looks like she could be physique, but if you look at now the ladies now, she's on the smaller side. This is some recent pictures, because she hold her own, maybe depending on the right show. The girls are getting bigger. I keep talking about this. We're looking at girls right now who's in WPD who should be doing women's bodybuilding, and they're gonna use that excuse of.
I'm saying the same thing, my man.
They use that excuse. Well, yeah. No, this is supposed to be the look. Not as as big, conditioning, well developed, but again, it goes back to the judges. The judges are not sitting down and sticking to what the criteria is supposed to be for this division. They keep changing it up. They tell you the girl's getting bigger, big and fuller. The idea was supposed to be someone like Dylan Bailey, but then you go with someone like Julia Manicardi. Then it switched up when Shanique Grant became the champion, and then it switched up again when Sarah became the champion. Then we get Natalia.
It just keeps evolving.
Keeps evolving.
Yeah.
But if she's really the standard of what a figure should be, physique should be, this is it, but she looks impressive. How she does is all depending, but again, this is pretty much a really small lineup.
Despite getting her pro card, I think she just needs some time to develop. That's all. She'll get there.
Yeah, that's where the growth starts.
Yeah. Like I said, here she is. I think this is
see where she's coming from. She just needs more time to grow her muscles. That's all.
Yeah, but again, it does take time. And she has a nice look to her. She's an attractive young lady. I think she does well. I mean, she is. But again, you're gonna go up against some monsters. You got like one lady who I follow, and she's from the UK. And this is somebody that, to me, I don't know. Should she stay in? I mean, I've talked to people about her. I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna try if I could, I'm trying to see if I can pull her up. So, give me a few seconds. We got here, from a man here. Man says. I'm sorry, George. You understand if you can't have her on the show, no problem. I was curious since she rolled up that time with JB and JV. You mean AJ and JB on the female chat? Yeah, that was just a little thing we did together for that Vancouver show. So we wasn't like that. So also I said I have to check out Sophie Court. She looks incredible. Yeah. Shout out to my man here, James Henry says Sophie loves her sweets. Well, no offense. Hey, who doesn't? I like them. I mean, that's one thing. That's why I need to really work on my weight because it's like sugar's like crap. It'd be like he'd be acting like Poogie New Jack City.
I'm moderating.
Keep calling your name, doesn't it?
Be calling my name, man. Be calling my name, man. Be calling me, brother. But yeah, I think we go back to the show. It's again, I'm surprised. 6 women, and this is probably one of the biggest shows. Um, you know, oh, I'm wondering if is the expense of it. Is it again it goes back to how things are going. It gets expensive now. Just saw that JetBlue got shut down. Not JetBlue. Spirit Airline got shut down, and
yeah, I saw that too.
I was planning on going to my show in a few months, but I was thinking about going by plane, but then realized the cost of plane tickets and flights is expensive now. I can't afford it, and also my big dude, some places will charge you extra seats for being a large man because those seats are small. And I think I'm going to go by train again. So, I have to go a day early before the show. So I have enough time to get there because sometimes you have to, stop or, it takes at least a good full day to get from one place to another by train, But this young lady I was mentioned earlier, Sarah Bradley, and Sarah's from the UK. And she's going to be doing the
Small but mighty.
Yes, she's going to be doing the Shreveport show, the Ultima Classic. And Sarah, I don't know, is this really WPD?
My personal opinion, no.
I think she's leaning towards the other division of bodybuilding. I think I think she's looking a little more muscular than what the qualifications are for. I think the first athlete that went this direction.
Well, we know the Shreveport show is in about a couple of weeks. And it's one thing we get shredded down. She might lose a few, maybe just drop a little bulk. But even if she drops maybe, let's say 10, 15 pounds, and she's just
look at her.
If she would, it's her decision. If she wants to continue to see, go for it. Just follow the decision. If she wants to get bigger, then she'll switch to bodybuilding. It's up to her, not us.
I know it's not us, but man, I'm just saying my opinion that I think she should really, really rethink about her future in this division. She's a personal lady. She does a lot of work with Romana Scottson and also her friend Sarah.
She puts in the work.
Yeah, they do they really come there and really fight for women in bodybuilding. Here she is.
With that so much because of the social influences that are now everywhere on social media and this and this and this, and having muscle as a woman is becoming increasingly more hush hush. Like, so the fact that you've had, obviously, we've all had a journey, we've all had this, but like to come through, obviously being sectioned for your anorexia and then being a IFBB pro who fucking when she stands on stage she looks like she belongs, like that is huge. So you should very much take a step back and be like, actually I fucking achieved that. And I don't think we do that enough. We don't step back and think, actually, I'm quite good at what I do. I've done this, I've come from this. So you should definitely take a step back and think, I'm a badass bitch.
She's young. I think she's still in her late 20s, young. She has a lot of potential. Again, I see she's too much like with this bodybuilding. I actually remember one time.
I see a woman's bodybuilder. That's why.
Yeah, same with a few other ladies that look like they should belong in bodybuilding instead of physique. Not the first.
Yeah, we got some comments here from a man. Shout out to our man Rolando G. He says this. James Henry, salute to you. You will be at one of the shows. Let me know. I like to meet up with other fellas that love lovely buff ladies like we all do. That would be great fellas. Yeah. Also, shout out to a man here. Again, that's my man. Chronology, Spirit Airlines. I saw the news on that. It has a lot to do with the fuel. Yeah, but also some other stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty sad. Yeah, we can't believe Used to put on that airline service, and now, wow, that's for that. I don't know what to say, honestly.
I've never been on a plane in my life, so that was the
Well, I'm not going to Delta. I'm not choosing Delta for future reps. Forget it. It's very expensive.
Plane is not that bad, my man. You'll have fun.
I feel like I don't know. I'm like that. I'm thinking about Mr. T from the 18. Like I don't want to be no thing, fool. I mean, I saw a video from Mr. T. Like, mother, you treat her right. Treat her right. I remember that was so.
Yeah.
Like mother. This is shot from a man Ken. He says, "Hot take: merge women's physique with women's bodies together for a sake of synergy. At this rate, all the big girl divisions is going down in the future." That's probably possible. But
I honestly don't know what to say about that take. That kind of might complicate a lot of things. Wouldn't that take away a piece of the variety aspect of the sport? I mean, they're divided into different divisions for a reason. Wouldn't that be confusing to know which physique belongs to which? What division belongs to which if they merge those? The aesthetics will come out different if they merge both physique and bodybuilding, right? You know what I'm saying?
well, like I say, that's his thing. Is this what happened when physique came in about 10 years ago, over 10 years ago? I would say about 15 years ago, when a lot of the women who were doing bodybuilding were coming down from that division so they could fit into that division, and they brought those same the size and the fullness to it. People like I know Alicia Florio, who's really cool with it, a friend of mine, Janine Lakowski. I remember I did an interview with Nancy Lewis. I talked about what she ever thought about doing, if she could do it, what she went to women's physique, said she was at the cusp, but it's also the look is like one thing. The women's bodybuilding said the muscles should be more bubbly, more full, more greenier. Women's physique supposed to be a leaner, aesthetically pleasing look. Kind of like you're a figure competitor, but you kick off the high heels. Like you look at people like Shanique Grant, who's doing figure. The Terrier was figure. Quite a few, figure competitors that went up to that division. But now you're seeing, those same women who went up to women's physique going down to figure or going to wellness. Like one example, Shanique Grant, who was a 2-time Miss Olympia champion from a figure competitor going to wellness now. And that's what the thing is. I might even talk about this on one of my next live streams, where we're seeing how even now with Fit Model coming in, you're hearing girls from bikini going down to that division, and some of those women have put on sensory board. They're bringing in those same aesthetics from figure into the division where you're supposed to be a little bit not as fuller. You don't want caps in your shoulders. They don't want styration in your glutes. They want to see abdominal development in Fit Model. You're supposed to be like a girl who goes to the beach, like good example, like the old you ever watch the old James Bond movies? The girls on the beach wearing bikinis. That's the look they want.
All of this is old school bikini, my man. That's how Fit Model is.
That very way back old school bikini look, and especially when it did that was Ashley Cutwater, whatever her name is. I don't know the girl's name.
Ashley something.
Ashley something, yeah. That was the look they wanted. But his thing is, each time divisions evolve, they evolve. The girls get bigger. If you go back to the classic women bodybuilding days, those women, if those women compete against figure, they would look more closer to bikini. Today's bikini girls are bigger than those women. Like if you go back to like the Georgia Fudge, early Carla Dunlap, early Corey Everson, Richard McLeish, before she retired at time, came back. What's it? I need it back in my head, but I know who I'm talking about. Those women, those early women from the late 70s and early 80s will be considered probably small compared to bikini competitors. If you take someone like Jessica Ray Badia, or Lola Montez, or even Sid Gillen and put them back in that period, they would be seen as women's bodybuilders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is from my man Rolando. He said this. Sarah Bradley, wow, she might be my new favorite. Also, shout out to my man Emmanuel. I know Sarah. I follow her. She's very close friends with Ramona Scott. And yeah, Ramona's. I interviewed Ramona. She's a cool lady. Shout out to her. We hope we might see her compete. You know, her and Sarah. They do, and even Anastasia's been on their channel. Shout out to here to my man Rolando G. Said, George, you are right on your. Sarah Bradley looks like she needs to be in women's bodybuilding. You're right. Her physically aesthetic, her look is really great like her. All right. And also shout out to here from man Ronald says, shout out to you, Josh Simpkins. Hoping I can reach out to you, bro.
Hey, join the Empire Nation, my man.
Yeah, just follow this. So we're not staying much here too much longer. I mean, I thought we might get some heavy hitters. Other than Julia, and Paula and Marika, there's some heavy hitters here. One more lady who's also on the list that my man David got to talk to a little bit, when he was in New York, and that's Young Kim. And Miss Kim, she's from South Korea. She's been competing for quite some time. Impressive lady. I've done some videos about her. I mean, if I could, I would love to interview her, but I don't speak Korean. But my man David got to talk with her a little bit. He was at the show, and she. I think she also had a translator. That's the thing is, that's the big thing. That's why it's hard to do. This is why some ladies I would love to interview with them, but the problem is, the issue's always going to be language barriers. And translation, you lose something when we have to switch from one language and another. Especially, my style. I like to do a little humor, and some things some may not catch as well in another language than my own native tongue. So here he is talking to Young Kim. She's going to be at Pittsburgh. Let's see my man David talking to Young Kim from South Korea.
Hey, this is David with FBB Forum, and I'm really pleased to get a chance to meet the amazing Yoona Kim, who is here from South Korea at the New York Pro. So I'm really excited to get a chance to see her. How are you doing, Yoona?
Very good. Yeah.
And you traveled from Korea to be here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. That's exciting. Yeah. Have you competed at New York Pro before?
New York Pro, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Oh, in Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah. Oh, very cool. Oh, awesome. Very cool. That's awesome. Are you doing more shows later this year?
你今年还会有别的比赛吗？I don't know。像是有可能，要是进奥赛的话是最好。Maybe, Olympia qualifier will go Olympia.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Hey, this is David with.
Like I said, that's she's a impressive lady. But competing for a good while. I think she's a great look to her. She's really one of those ladies who just has a great overall physique. Size is, with Asian women, some are very more petite, leaner. She's one thing I think, for the show, from pictures I saw, she needs to work on her condition. Maybe become a little tighter. That's the thing is, condition is a very important part, especially when you're physique. Could she do women's bodybuilding? Probably not. I think she's a little bit undersized. But I'm seeing some women who are Asian who just I'm gonna pull this up a little later, but what I follow about her is that she has a great personality about her. She does a lot of modeling. She does quite a few interviews here and there. Most of it's in Korean, so wouldn't do no good because we wouldn't understand what she's saying. But I think she has a lot of potential. Again, bodybuilding is really blowing up the other side of the world. One lady, especially in countries like Korea, China, this one lady, she's actually, I believe she is from China. She's supposed to be doing the, she's supposed to be doing the Toronto
Man, she
Super
been the
Show.
talk of the town as of late.
Yeah, Young Hung. And this is a recent video of her. And she is, I don't know, I don't think she's winning physique anymore. It's just her muscles are so dense. Look at her back. Again, once she drops and comes down, shreds for conditions. I mean,
wait till she's dry.
Her quads are huge. Yeah, when she gets dry, it'd be a different look. But again, she has potential. A popular competitor. She knows she makes announcements heading into Toronto. I figured just a guest just popped in. Let me pull it up for a second. Man KL Wonder is back. Hey yo.
Hey.
He's on mute. He must be watching something. Yeah, here goes. We got here. Yeah, Harry, what's happening? We got here some comments here. We got here from Emmanuel says, looking at it now, it's sad that only us that truly follow and support the sport of female bodybuilding. If there was more men like us that truly follow the sport, it would show that female bodybuilding has an audience and fan base. Well, I think it does have a fan base because, like KL said, when he went to New York, wasn't a lot of bodies. It's not as many people it was before, because I think some people were disappointed. I think there's guys who follow particularly certain divisions, and if
There
that
was
one division
people
not,
there, but it wasn't like I don't want to. It wasn't like there was people there, but it wasn't like
it wasn't as deep like it was before.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was saying. It wasn't as deep as it was, a lot of people that was there as it was before, because particularly some people come to see a certain division, and if it's not there, then there's no reason for them to be there. Someone comes to support, especially when it's a physique figure or the other divisions. But then if it's not, like I said, there is a fan base, especially for WPB. Shout out to my man here, Rolando G says, Emerald says, yeah, it is men. I hope I can change. Yeah, shout out to my man Ken says, I like Jai Lee, is quite upset with her placing. I've seen a pattern from her where she doesn't do her routine when she doesn't get first call out in Chicago. Okay, yeah. Also, this is from a man, Rolando said, Kim Yun looks great. Wow, I do like her. Okay, she's physique. And also, shout to my man Ken says, surprisingly, Young speaks Chinese too. I mean, she was speaking Mandarin in that interview with the translator. But I think she's from South Korea. So, I can't tell the difference.
Talking about Yang Hong. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, was it Young Hong? Okay. No, well, he said Young. He mispronounced the name. He said
the other one. The other one is Korean. The one with the short hair is Chinese. I know.
Yeah, no, yes. So he says this. He says, love that Young Hong. Yeah, but yeah. But he got whatever he did, whatever. But Young Hung is going to be doing. She posted she's going to be doing Toronto Super Show. So women's physique. I think she could do women's bodybuilding. I think she could do that. That show is not till about another, I think, 4 weeks away. Just about. Might as well say. Can you believe we're already in the middle of May? Time is flying by. Summer is about to come up. There's going to be some shows for women's bodybuilding next month. That is the Toronto Super Show. Also, the Imperial in Spain. Then we do have one in July, and that is the Portugal Pro, but not Chicago. As you know, Tim Gardner has decided to dismiss it from his lineup. So, I'm not watching it. I would like to watch Portugal, but the problem is timeline. I hate to miss the prejudging because they're gonna be like about 5-6 hours ahead of us. So while I'm still going, who the fuck can you get? You know, they're already missed the first half, but I might try to check out the the finals. Anyway, but gentlemen, I'm not gonna hold you much longer. You know, it kind of disappointing about the show up for, but I remember, was it about a couple years ago? There were only 3 women at the Pittsburgh Pro, and they still brought back women's physique. You know, again, it could be the cost, expense. Some ladies probably feel like they want to do a show that's maybe not as congestive, because if you're coming in here and possibly the current Miss Olympia is competing in the show, that's the thing to fear. If Natad, who's done the show almost on a regular basis for almost the last 2 or 3 years, what's the point coming in here and you may not get a title shot for the Olympia? Again, some say they don't do it because they get shot at the Olympia. They do it because they compete. But there are those that do want to get that shot. The Olympia is a big show, and you don't want to miss the opportunity. I would say take a chance. What the worst can happen? You take second, third. You still, if you didn't get the top 3, you still get a bit of change for yourself. But you know what? You never know if you don't do it.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, do you have anything from y'all? Y'all have anything thoughts you want to share while we're here?
Oh, I'd like to shout out to all the winners at the New York Pro, Paula Ranta, Janae Kessel, and Danielle Madoka. Shout out to all those 3 women in their respective divisions. They did their thing and followed the Empire Nation. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, when you gonna put out some content? Yeah, I just see you like throw some pictures.
I don't know. I'm too scared. I'm shy.
Don't be shy. You can do like you could do like how Jeremy does. You don't have to show your face. Like just put up some stuff. You can do videos, stuff like that. You put that nice video of Tice Warner on your IG.
Man, that's gotten a lot of views.
Content on my Instagram. I do that to help spread the word and support these ladies.
It's the same thing with you, Alex. Put up some stuff. I do
a couple of non-related bodybuilding posts for other reasons. Like I just did an artwork. I just did an art piece of one of my video game characters. To help show my art skills that could potentially, give me some ideas of what to do for my future.
Yeah. Invest in your future. Invest in yourself. My man KO, he was busy. He did a few interviews. He even got an interview. American Gladiator Ray. Holy
she look at you coming up, my man. American Gladiator.
She's one of the most famous ones.
I appreciate it.
No, she was. What was her original name at the time?
Zach.
Zach.
I did. I didn't really ask her like some deep questions. It's like the same thing, like with her bodybuilding and American Gladiators. Because this interviews, she talk about her American Gladiators and bodybuilding experience in movies, but I didn't really, I wasn't sure if I was going to even get it, but she's going to like be consistent, because that's why I didn't put it live. I had to record it because I couldn't tell with her. She is a bit unpredictable, but it was cool. We did it. So
that's the thing is,
that's how that mattered. Got the interview.
I do most of my interviews I've done live because I enjoy the unpredictability. I enjoy when things happen, things goes on. It makes it exciting, it makes it, that thing is my other half. He just don't like he don't like to be predictable. He just like to do, He just loved the chaos and the anarchy of life. It's just so exciting, you know. You know, that's how it is.
Nobody gonna be laughing with that joke and shit.
That's you. Yo, the ladies love it, and that's all. You know, as I said again, it may not be the 80s, brother. But hey, what I told you, this is my shit. Let me talk. This is my shit. I feel this shit. Me, big black dick. I need another man to tell you what I'm supposed to be doing. Hate no more. Call me Sookie Johnson, boy. This is from a man. Roland just says Ray Hollett was in deep into the interview. She was down to earth. I got a chance to see it. And also he said,
cool. You know, she was cool. I mean,
and said, yeah, KL, you the man from Ray Hollett. You're the man for that. Oh wow! Now you get his feather stroked. Now he feel like he's top shit. He feel like, you know, he's like a.
You interviewed a lot of people that I ain't gonna get no chance. Where you was Sue Price, you was Nancy Lewis. Well, who else? The mother chicks, Gina Hell Trevino and
Team 4 Pro, Gina Carrera.
I'm gonna say this to you, brother. I'm proud of you, but at the same time, we're like brothers. I'm gonna bust your balls every now and then. I'm proud of you. You know, and you know, you do what you're doing. You know, you're doing good work. You're really putting yourself out there. You know, I try. You know, again, I don't want you to try to be like me. I want I want to be sometimes be like you sometimes.
Maybe before I used to try to be like you a little bit.
I was a hero
because I didn't know what I was doing. But you know, I don't want to make it. I don't want to seem like I'm being under your shadow and stuff.
No one's under my shadow. I don't think you're doing your thing. I do my thing, and we come together. You know, we're family here. Yeah. We're family. We're all brothers.
That's right.
Yeah, brothers got to come together. Sometimes when we fight among ourselves as families, one thing, but somebody else fight us, we come together. Defend ourselves. That's how I was raised. Shout out to my man Rolando G. He says this. He says, "Pro Young Hun. Wow, I really like her. I started to like the lovely Asian ladies. Yeah. Also, shout out to my man here. He says, George KL want to start my channel to interview them as well. I'm working on still getting my own place. Yeah, well, you don't have your own place. You know, just hey, all you got to do is like this: have a laptop, computer, phone, whatever. You know, reach out. You can't be
just use your phone and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
We figure it out. He'll figure it out. He's been saying that since the past years. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, you got to figure it out, brother. Shout out to my man here, Ken. He says, "Gotta go, guys." Great stream. Oh, thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. He was there the time I was doing the appreciate to Ken. We was there when we're doing the lineup for the I was going to do an interview that day, but then the lady didn't make it, so we was talking about the O. He was the man staying with me. We kept waiting. It was funny here. It took almost 9 o'clock before we get to a little after 9 before we get the list for O.
Yeah, almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and the list is already out. I mean, what's going on? Shout out to Emmanuel. He says, Sherry Priami George, did you get her finally? You got that right, KLA. Oh, well, Sherry's been on here twice. I mean, interviewed her, and then she also was on when she signed her contract with with Bad Rap. Shout out to Eunice and JoJo. Also, this is from a man here. James Henry says, I'm a PlayStation gamer man. You know, I don't know what that is.
So am I.
I can't remember last time I played maybe never been much of PlayStation. For us, it was like Super Nintendo and Sega. We did PlayStation a little bit, but it was more like my niece and nephews. They were more into that.
Graphic 16?
No, we never had that. We had Atari.
A lot of the current consoles, or
I don't think I ever had Atari.
Like the current ones right now for stupid reasons. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't tell you. We used to love to go to the arcades.
The Nintendo was
the best part.
Yeah, we used to go to this arcade over here. It's a place called South the Border. We used to have an arcade. We used to go there, play the games. And now it doesn't have it has the arcade on the other side, but it's not the same. We used to play these games like we used to play Street Fighter. There was remember the X-Men.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same feeling.
There's going to be a new Street Fighter movie out this year.
Nice.
Yeah. The games now are just
Same with Mortal Kombat. I believe it. Oh wait, Mortal Kombat 2 is already out too. So yeah, there's that.
I used to play when we used to play tournaments. I used to get Sonya Blade. I used to kill my brothers, my nephew with Sonya Blade.
Those tournaments used to be so fun.
Not that much. I don't even recall Street Fighter, but not Mortal Kombat. I just used to watch people play that in the arcade.
We used to play at home.
Yeah.
Before gaming streams, people went to the arcade.
Yeah. One of my nephews had a GameCube. We played Soul Calibur. I used to get that chick Ivy with the and my brother used to hate would say, "You get that bitch, that white bitch with the just like I used to just take it sit. I used to love to just take that whip sword and
Street Fighter. The ones I can think of are Cammy White and Chun-Li for her big thighs.
Yeah,
I used to
I saw a promo for the one of the Street Fighter movie promos to talk about.
They're still making muscular NPCs. They're doing this nowadays, so at least it's not a dying trope. So glad it's still around in some capacity.
Yeah, I mean, I used to either when I played Street Fighters, I either played with E Honda or I played with the green dude.
Blanca.
Blanca.
Oh,
yeah. Blanca. There was also this game called Eternal Champions. I used to be on Sega.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I mean, we were coming up. We used to go to the rental store that was here in town. You rent movies. You rent them that Saturday. You can have them an extra day because they be closed on Sunday, and they'll take them back to Monday. So that was but times are changing. So folks, the list for Pittsburgh is out. 6 women. That's for women physique. I remember when they did St. Louis Pros 5 women, and then they dropped women's physique fitness show. But that same year there were 3 women at the Pittsburgh, and that show still kept on going. I mean, is it issue with money? Is it just some ladies feel not ready, or because the fear of Natalia possibly, maybe doing the show? Somebody say, what's the point of me going if the Miss Olympia is going to be there? But she didn't do New York, and you had at least 10 ladies. And again, there's a lot of expense. Some ladies probably need time to recover right after doing the New York Pro. But again, it's up to them. Shout out to my man here. Ronaldo G says, I'm a fan of Katana and Mortal Kombat, especially I really got a thing for film version of Mortal Kombat Katana, portrayed by actor Ben Barrete, wife of Talicia Soto. Talisa Soto. Oh, you mean guy used to be Ray on Law and Order. Yeah, I know. They were married for. I don't know if they're still married or not. But yeah, I think Ben Pratt.
That Mortal Kombat movie is out now.
The sequel. More precise.
The sequel.
I think this should be a topic for next Monday or something. I don't know. I just thought.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like
video games,
like muscle women in video games.
Yeah,
we should actually do that next Monday. I'm around. I could definitely have some experience with that. Sort of.
Yeah. Because
have video games and bodybuilding come together.
Well, this could be an interesting topic how they depict them compared to real life.
Yeah. My man Rolando G says
like a lot of female bodybuilders.
I agree too. It's a good topic. I think we should do that next Monday during this drought till the next.
No, I'm asking. Like, is there like a lot of muscle women in video games?
It depends. Most of the games you're playing, some are playable. Some are non-playable characters. Some are used for power-ups or something. It truly depends on the subject, the concept, the character herself. I'll need to do some deep research into this one.
Why don't you? No, I was like telling him like, why don't he do it? Because he seemed like he know a little bit more on it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you feel like you got the information, you can, we can sit up here. You can take the lead. You just got to give them the information and everything, and you can take the lead on it. This is
You
something.
can't
This
be
is about
shy,
you,
man.
son. You're the one
You
who
can't be
brought the
shy,
idea.
man.
Yeah,
I can't always
tell
be
him you can.
the mad genius. Somebody has to take a step. Sometimes you gotta
James
fly,
like
little
Saints
bird.
Row,
You
you can
gotta
create
fly.
a women's bodybuilder.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to my man Rolando says Alex, knows that would be cool. Alex, shout out to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So anyway, but that's something maybe we'll, whenever you feel like you really want to do this, because like I said, you a little more, a little more that I'm old. I don't be. I still remember. I used to, like I said again. I used to have an Atari back in the day when we were kids. So used to go boop 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 boop. The little ball. And I remember my sister used to love when we had Nintendo and you used to play Mario Brothers. That was the game, for them.
Ding
I like
ding
Legend of Zelda a
ding
little
ding
more.
ding 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 ding.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, said again, the list for Pittsburgh is very. I mean, again, ladies. Whatever. Just let's let it go at that. Uh, my man here, he says, George, the Atari is ancient. So am I. So actually, Atari is a little older than me. But yeah, it was. I remember those days, playing, the war games and playing ping pong and and Pac-Man. I mean, those are the games. I mean, I can't remember last time I actually did, other than just playing little games on my phone. I can't remember I actually played on a game system. It's been almost, I would say, 20 years. God.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. When you get to a point in your life, you just don't have that same desire. Used to, like I said, again, it was me, my brothers, my nephews, we all come together. But now, most of us are grown men. Grown men with children and lives. But that's how life is. So, folks, if you want to check out the Pittsburgh Pro, I'm not checking it out because, again, I do not support promoters that do not support women's bodybuilding. Hey, I'll give you a shot. We do have. There's also the week after next is the Shreveport, which is the my man David's going to be there. Shout out to David. He's going to check it out. Wish best of luck there. Shout out to David in what he did at the New York Pro. Shout out to ladies competing here at Pittsburgh. Janine Kessel, who won New York. This is going to be her 4th show. So
Can she make it 4 in a row, Empire Nation?
I doubt it. Because Natalia Sotero, she is a top 5 Olympian competitor in the past. That is going to be that's going to be the real person who's probably going to take that title, Natalia Sotero. She just did the Triple O. She won that show. She might take second, but I'm lucky that someone like Jessica Ray Padilla or Lola Montez not doing that show. She wouldn't have a chance. That she would probably be, if she's lucky enough to get in the top 5. If any of those really heavy hitters like Erica Morales, saw one lady who was at. She actually saw this video. One lady who competed there. I forgot her name. She competed in New York last year and won it. She didn't do the show. I don't know if she can do a show anytime soon. She was at New York hanging out backstage, but it's just she's done pretty good. She was 5th place last year. Then she wins the show. One lady who I've actually been talking to social media named Nancy Winkle. She's went back to Germany, and and maybe she'll plan to do a show overseas. She was 6th. She was impressive, but it's a tough lineup. But
is Dave going to Pittsburgh? Is Dave going to Pittsburgh?
No, Dave's not going. He's not going to Pittsburgh. He's he's going to Shreveport. He's going to Omaha, to Louisiana, check out the Ultimate Classic. I mean, hey, guys, if we know any guys, if you're going to Pittsburgh and you're going to check it out, You can tag me, KL, Josh, tag Alex, send us some stuff, pictures, something like that.
Exactly.
I can
We
check
would
out
love
the show. Pittsburgh also it's a pro natural qualifier, so we might get some new pros. I think one lady she did a show at Emerald. She won the overall title there. She might do the show. Impressive young lady. I forgot her name, but she's impressive. She might get a pro card if she's doing this show. But we do have we won't see women's bodybuilding till next month. We do have one more show for women's physique for this month, and and also shout out to the Mexico Pro adding women's bodybuilding to his lineup. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
We most definitely we can
We
use
need
another
that.
show. We need that. So with folks, I'd like to thank my guests for coming through. Shout out to my man KL the Wanderer, my man here, Josh, my nephew Alex. Shout out to my man Rolando G, Emerald, Kenny, all you who are here, follow, subscribe, support our content, reach out and gain interest, and show respect to these ladies, because you know what? This is not a sport for everybody. So anyway, folks, enjoy the rest of your week. This is man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out. Good night. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you next time.